In this video, we're gonna move over Pascal triangles, how to solve binomial expansion using Pascal triangle. Okay, we can use the Pascal triangle to solve the binomial expansion, but after then we can use a factorization method. We're having x minus 2 to the power of 3, so we can say x minus 2 and also x minus 2 and also x minus 2. But before then, let's use the Pascal triangle to solve the question, so that when we solve the question using Pascal triangle, we can come across this method in order to check either we are correct or not. Okay, let's start with the Pascal triangle. We're having 1, and therefore we are having 1 again. So therefore 1 plus 1 is 1, and therefore again we are having 1. So when you say 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1, we are getting 2. Okay, let's put our 2, and also 1 plus 0, 1 plus 0, we are getting 1, and therefore we're having 1. So, and therefore let's move to down, and also we're having the first, we are supposed to put 1, and therefore 1 plus 2, 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay, 3, and therefore 2 plus 1 is the same 3, again 3, and therefore 1 plus 0, 1 plus 0 is 1, so therefore at the end we are having 1. So the same thing, let's have our 1, therefore 1 plus 3, we are getting 4, and 3 plus 3, we are getting 6, and therefore 3 plus 1 again, we are getting 4. This is the Pascal triangle, and therefore 1 plus 0, 1 plus 0, we are getting 1. So let's take it again. 1 plus 4, 1 plus 4 is 5, and therefore 4 plus 6, 4 plus 6 is 10. Okay, let's have 10, and therefore 6 plus 4 again is 10, and therefore 4 plus 1 is 5. We're having 5, and 1 plus 0, 1 plus 0 is 1. What is 1 plus 0 is 1. So this is a Pascal triangle from 1. Here is 1 of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are starting with 0. This 1 of 0, we are getting 1, and 1 of 1, we are getting 1 and 2, and 1 of 3, we are getting 1, 2, and 3. So our power is 3. So therefore we have to count 3 and pick the value. We are having 0, and here power 1, power 2, power 3. So therefore we are picking this 1, 3, 3, and 1. So therefore we are picking 1, 3, 3, and 1. Okay, let's solve it. Let's solve the example. So therefore we are to start from 1, open bracket, x, we are having x, close bracket, and then we are having power of 3, because our n is 3, multiply by, open bracket, we are having negative 2, close bracket. So therefore power 0. So we are having plus. So therefore at the power of 3 will be decreasing and the power of 0 will be increasing. Okay, let's say in the next we are to say 3 multiplied by x close bracket power. As I say, the x power of 3 will be decreasing, power 2 multiplied by negative 2, and the negative 2 will be increasing, power 1, and therefore plus 3 again, plus 3 open bracket multiply by negative, multiply by x close bracket power of 1. This x will be decreasing, as you can see, from 3 to 2, and then it will be 1, and therefore multiply by negative 2, but the negative 2, it is started from 0 and it will be increasing, so therefore by now it will be 2 power 2, and therefore plus 1 multiply by x. So the x now is power 0, and therefore multiply by negative 2. The negative 2 will be power 3. So as you can see, our own now is now to calculate it. If we say anything power 0 is 1, so therefore the negative 2 power 0 is already 1, so therefore 1 times x cube, we are getting our s cube, so therefore we are having s cube, and then we are to say minus 3 multiplied by negative 2, 3 multiplied by negative 2, we are getting negative 6, but don't forget with the x square, x square, so therefore we are having negative 6x square, 6x square, we are having negative 6x square, and then if we say negative 2 square, we are getting 4, and therefore 3 times 4 we are getting positive 12x, so therefore plus 12x, so therefore we are not getting square because we can see as here no more square, so therefore let's say minus, if we say negative 2 power 3 we are getting 8, 2 to the power of 3 we are getting 8, therefore if you are to say x power 0 we are getting 1, and 1 times 1 is 1, and therefore with the positive 1 multiplied by the negative 2 power 3 we are getting negative 8, so therefore minus 8. So as you can see here, the final answer we get for the Pascal, using the Pascal triangle for this example. Okay, let's see the another way that we have talked about. Okay, let's see. So let's multiply the first bracket with the second bracket. If we are to say x times x, we are getting x square. X times x is x square, so therefore x times 2 we are getting negative 2x, and therefore 2 times x, negative 2 times x, we are getting negative 2x again, negative 2x, and therefore minus 2 multiplied by minus 2, minus 2 multiplied by minus 2, we are getting positive 4. So therefore positive 4. Let's have our bracket, and again has a bracket, and let's put down another bracket that we doesn't multiply it by any number, minus 2. Okay, let's say it's equals to, so therefore x square x square, if we are to say minus 2x minus 2x, we are getting minus 4x, minus 4x plus 4 plus 4. Let's have our bracket, x minus 2. So therefore let's expand it again. X squared times x, we are getting x cubed. X cubed, we are getting x cubed, and therefore x square multiplied by negative 2. X square multiplied by negative 2, we are getting 2x square. So therefore we have negative 2x square, and therefore minus 4x multiplied by x, minus 4x multiplied by x, we are getting negative 4x square, negative 4x square, and again minus 4x multiplied by negative 2, so we are getting positive 8x. So therefore plus positive 8x, positive 8x, and therefore positive 4 multiplied by x, we are getting positive 4x plus 4x, and the last is positive 4 multiplied by negative 2, we're getting negative 8, negative 8 only. Therefore close our brackets. So therefore the last step is x cubed, and therefore minus 2x square minus 4x square, we are getting 6x square, 6x square, and the next thing is plus 8x plus 4x, we are getting 12x, positive 12x, positive 12x minus 8, minus 8. So as you can see from the first answer we have get using the Pascal triangle, you can see x cubed minus 6x square plus 12x minus 8 is the same as the answer we get using the factorization method of multiplying the bracket as x cubed 6x square, x cubed minus, sorry, we are getting minus because minus 2x square minus 2x will give you a negative sign. So therefore we are having negative, let's delete it and put our cube. So therefore we're having cube. So as you can see, all the answers are correct. So that's how to find by using factorization and by using the Pascal triangle. Yes, as you can see, x cubed minus 6x square plus 12x minus 8 is the same as the answer we find using the Pascal triangle. If you check the description of this video, you can see the continuation of the binomial theorem. The binomial theorem on how to find the coefficient of x and the fourth term of the binomial theorem. Thank you.